Students, good afternoon. Now we will discuss about acidic and basic nature, and before that I'll give you some information regarding valency as well as oxidation states. So oxidation state I was given previously, and I was given oxidation states of S block elements and P block elements. So one more thing is who will exhibit highest oxidation state. Highest oxidation state exhibited by one is OS, osmium and Ru, ruthenium. So osmium, OS and Ru exhibit maximum oxidation state, that is +8. One more is xenon, XeO4. In that, xenon have compounds at extreme conditions, means at a very high temperature and very high pressure. In that, here xenon have a +8 like that. Okay, so 3 atoms can have maximum oxidation state as +8. Minimum is minus, so means always negative oxidation state who exhibit means fluorine. Fluorine always exhibit, okay, exhibit -1, no change, no positive oxidation state to fluorine. Do you know what is the reason behind it? This is the most electronegative atom. See, nobody is having more electronegativity than fluorine to exhibit positive oxidation state. Generally, as I mentioned in previous, less electronegative atom in a molecule, what's that? In a molecule, less electronegative atom, okay? So, less electronegative atom exhibit what? Positive oxidation state, okay? And in a molecule, more electronegative atom exhibit negative oxidation state. That's it. So this is the most important thing we have to remember. So fluorine electronegativity, you know this, electronegativity is 4. So highest electronegative atom is fluorine, so always -1. Okay, even oxygen sometimes exhibit positive, because OF2 if you take, okay, so what happens? Oxygen electronegative, who exhibit positive oxidation state, who exhibit negative oxidation state, how we can come to know? Very simple. Oxygen electronegativity 3.5, fluorine electronegativity 4. So as I mentioned, who have more electronegativity, negative oxidation state. Fluorine always -1 I said. So 2 fluorines are there. So 2 fluorines means 2F minus. So O plus 2. Because overall is neutral. I said yesterday, elemental state oxidation state is 0. Molecules also OF2. So no charge on it. So 2 fluorines -1 means oxygen have same quantity of a charge but opposite charge. Same quantity means 2 into -1, -2. So oxygen have +2 charge here. So oxygen exhibiting positive with whom? Only with fluorine. Do you know why? The second most electronegative atom is oxygen. First most electronegative atom is fluorine. Understood? So like this we have to remember all these things. Okay. So highest oxidation state exhibited by whom? Who exhibit highest oxidation state? OS and Ru, okay, +8, and one more xenon, but xenon at extreme conditions, and only few molecules of xenon exhibit +8, okay. Who exhibit always -1? Fluorine. But understanding? But chlorine, bromine, they exhibit different. Suppose as I said, Cl2O, see OF2, see the difference? Here fluorine is negative because oxygen electronegativity 3.5, fluorine is 4 and chlorine is 3. So here fluorine is negative, here oxygen is positive. But in this molecule, oxygen is negative. Oxygen is negative oxidation state, okay, and chlorine is positive. Difference understanding everyone? What is the, how we came to know? Just from electronegativity values. Otherwise it will be difficult or not. Otherwise what we feel, oh, fluorine and chlorine belongs to same group. Here fluorine minus means here chlorine also minus. No, here chlorine is positive. Why? Because chlorine electronegativity is less than oxygen. So oxygen is more electronegative than fluorine. So oxygen exhibit negative oxidation state and chlorine exhibit positive oxidation state. Have clarity? So here chlorine, 2 chlorines, 2Cl plus and oxygen minus 2 here. Understood the difference? But here oxygen is plus 2. See the difference. So oxidation states are just depends on molecules. Okay, but previously you said no sir, general oxidation state and the group number oxidation state and group number minus 2. They are also possible, but along with them depends on the molecule formation. So oxidation states will change. See, even oxidation states can be fractional. Okay, so yes, oxidation states can be fractional oxidation states also there. In redox reactions chapter itself, we will discuss all those things. So these are very important, please note it down. Okay, so atoms can have different oxidation states, but oxidation states negative or positive we can decide based on their electronegativity values. So very important. Please recap and please remember all those electronegativity values what I was given. So for transition elements I was not given the electronegativity values because I mentioned all those transition elements have the similar properties. Okay, because they have lanthanide contraction, they have a similar size, certainly they have almost similar electronegativity values because we are almost ending this periodic table. Okay, in our next session I will start a new chapter, chemical bonding. So you must know all these things. That's why I am just recapping all these things. Okay, next we have to discuss one example, some molecule like atom A has a configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3 like that. Okay, so next atom B has a configuration, it's 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay, what is the molecule can be formed? So atom A have what configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. That means it's nitrogen, right? And this means oxygen, right? What are their valencies? Nitrogen valence. Nitrogen which group? 5th A group. Oxygen which group? 6A group, right? Correct? So what is the general valency therefore? Valency is equals to 8 minus group number I said. Do you remember? 8 minus group number. That means 8 minus 5. That means 3. And this one 8 minus 6. That means 2. So A has valency 3 and B has valency 2. So it's a, what is the molecule can be formed? A2B3 for molecule form. Okay. So crisscross. Understanding sir? So A2B3 valencies we have to consider like that. See, aluminium valency. Okay. Aluminium valency is 3 because aluminium what group? Aluminium, so they give configuration like this 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2, 3p1. So aluminium is belongs to third year, right? Boron, aluminium, gallium. So up to 4th year group number is valency I told or not? So here valency is equals to group number. Group number means 3. Okay, and some oxygen given, oxygen 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, 2p4. That means what is the valency? Valency is equals to 8 minus group number, oxygen 6A. So 8 minus 6, that means 2. So aluminium valency 3 and oxygen valency 2. So the molecule can be formed is Al2O3. Understanding? Same way, chlorine valency 1 because chlorine is 7th A group or not and oxygen is 6, so 2. So what molecule can be formed? Cl2O. Of course different but generally from the general valencies. By exciting electrons they can form different compounds. Those also exist but in ground state they form like this. In ground state what they form means we have to say like this, Cl2O. Understanding? So Cl2O. Got it, sir? So why chlorine valence is 1? Why chlorine valence is 1? General valence is from ground state if they mention. So general valences we have to consider. Chlorine 17th or 7th A. 17, but don't take 17th group. Okay? Then 8 minus 17, sir? No. 8 minus 7. 1. Oxygen. 8 minus 6. 2 valency. So it's a Cl2O like that we can say. Understood? So these are very important. Please make a note. And so if they sometimes they'll say they can have 3 ionization potentials, another can have 2 ionization potentials. What is the formula can be formed? Like that they'll ask you in exam. What I said, understood? Atom X can lose 3 electrons. Okay. Atom B can get 1 electron. Then what is the formula? Like that they'll ask you. Okay, so you must know all those things. Okay, so one can have 3 ionization potentials means that X can lose 3 electrons, and some Y atom can have 2 electrons means 2 is the valency. Like that also they will give exam. Okay, so very important. Please remember all those things. So next we have to discuss about acidic and basic character. So on what basis we will say acidic and basic character? See, acid means which has a tendency to gain electron, and base means atom which has a tendency to lose electron or loss electron. Who has a tendency to donate electrons is a base. So that's why metals have basic character, because metals has what tendency? Metals has tendency to lose electron. Understanding? So metals can donate electrons. So metals are bases. Okay. Non-metals has tendency to gain electron. Can gain electron. You know reasons. Left to right electronegativity increases, so accepting tendency increases. So non-metals can gain electrons. So non-metals have acidic character, and even their hydrides and oxides. Okay, so metals have some compounds like oxides and hydrides. They have basic character. Same non-metal with hydrogen or non-metal with oxygen, they have acidic character. But some metalloids are there. Metalloids with oxygens like the metalloid compounds have amphoteric nature. Amphoteric means both acidic and basic character they have. So what I am saying here, so therefore it's very clear, metallic compounds have metallic compounds. Like example, metallic hydrides, metallic halides, or metallic halides are salts, metallic oxides, they are what? Basic in nature. Okay, so metallic compounds have what nature? Basic nature. And example like sodium hydride, NaH. Why NaH only? I said alkali metals always one valency, hydrogen always one valency. Correct? Hydrogen can form only one bond. Hydrogen also comes under 1A itself. So NaH or MgH2. Why MgH2? Magnesium valency is 2 and hydrogen is 1. MgH2. Crisscross. Okay, so these all are Na2O. Na2O why written? No need to by heart. Sodium valence is 1, oxygen is 2. So Na2O. So no need to balance, no need to by heart. So Na2O or MgO like that. Because magnesium valence is 2, oxygen also 2. 2 cancel, so MgO. These all have basic nature. Non-metallic, if you see, non-metallic compounds, if you see, they have acidic compounds like HCl, hydrogen, see, chlorine with the hydrogen. This is a hydrides of non-metal, this is a hydride of, this is a hydride we call, because H minus. Here Cl minus, so chloride. who is negative, that we called as ide. Understand here Na plus and H minus, but here H plus Cl minus. What sir you are changing like that? Are you thinking? No, electronegativity values I said in previous 0.9, it's 2.1. So hydrogen is more electronegative than nitrogen, so hydrogen is -1 here. Chlorine 3.3, chlorine 3 something, 3 point something, but nitrogen 3. Okay, chlorine 3 point something, hydrogen 2.1. So chlorine is more electronegative. So chlorine here negative. Getting what I'm saying? So that's why here chloride, hydrogen chloride. We can't say this hydride. Why? Hydrogen is not negative. Why we call this as hydride? Because this hydrogen has a negative charge, which is having negative charge, that we call as ide. Okay, with oxygen like that, sulfate like that we call different. That is different. Okay, which we have negative charge, that we called as ide or O8. Understanding? So these HCl or as I said in previous Cl2O. Okay, so these all have non-metals. So non-metal oxides and non-metal hydrides have acidic nature. But some are like Al2O3. These are having amphoteric nature. Amphoteric nature. Okay, ZnO, amphoteric. Why amphoteric? Their compounds can react with both acids and bases. That's why they are in amphoteric nature. So as going down acidic nature, what happened, and basic nature, please write it down, all these things. Okay, so one more thing I mentioned here. So what is that? Metalloid compounds. Okay, metalloid compounds have what? Amphoteric character. What is the meaning of amphoteric? Amphoteric means both acidic and basic character. That's it. Okay, so very important, please write it down. So everyone, so next we have to discuss about Mr. metallic and non-metallic character. What happened top to bottom and left to right, and acidic character and basic character, what happens, we have to see. So more the metallic character, more will be the basic. Okay, so it's very simple. Metallic character is more, then basic character is more for atom as well as compound. So next, non-metallic character is more, then acidic nature will be more. These are the things we have to discuss. So we have to remember, in period from left to right, what happens? In period from left to right, what happens? In period from left to right, acidic character increases and basic character decreases. Acidic character increases and basic character decreases. Understood? And getting everyone? Because from left to right, non-metallic nature increases or not? Non-metallic nature increases. So that's what I have no need to mention basic nature. Non-metallic nature, what happened? I have no need to say, because left to right, acidic nature, non-metallic nature increases, so that acidic nature increases. So basic nature, what happens? I have no need to write. And even if you want, metallic nature decreases from left to right. Okay, so metallic nature decreases. 4 things: 1, 2, and 3, and 4. What happens from left to right in period? And in group, top to bottom, what happens? Metallic nature and non-metallic nature, top to bottom. So first, metallic nature increases. Non-metallic nature decreases, and acidic nature decreases. And basic nature increases. You can say like this. Okay, So almost completed, and next in our next class I'll give you some classification who are acidic, who are basic, and who are amphoteric in both hydrides and oxides, and the diagonal relationship, and chemical bonding we will start in our next class, chemical bonding. So please remember all these things. Okay, thank you very much.